In the last episode, I introduced you to PeopleInsight Essentials, a new offering from PeopleInsight by HireRoad that essentially gives you people analytics dashboards for $250 a week, no commitment required, plus AI tools, plus a 5-day onboarding promise, which all sounded a little too good to be true for me. So in this episode, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and see what it's like during the implementation portion of the onboarding call. We're going to take a look at how much work is actually required from the customer perspective, how long is it really going to take, as well as what kind of support and resources we get along the way.
So, Lydia, with our implementation, really the goal is to make this as easy for you as possible. We like to take on all the heavy lifting, anything that might be tricky. We are here to help you through that. We do need some joint effort, though. We'll work with you to get your data out of your system and upload it into PeopleInsight. We will review it, we'll make sure we understand it. And once we deem it ready for production, that's when we'll start building your dashboards. All right, so in terms of what you will receive as part of your dashboards, we're starting on the HR side. So it's going to include everything here under the left column.
Hold up. Did we all just hear that correctly? Hang on, I'm going to bring that page back on the screen here again. So for as little as $250 a week, you're literally getting either the HR suite, which is everything that you see on the left-hand side of the screen, or the talent acquisition suite, which is everything that you see on the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, all of this might sound just a little too good to be true, so let me poke at this a little bit and see if this is really legit and if they're skimping on any of the support services. So on the training and validation front, how intuitive is the UI from a user standpoint? Do they need to go through a lot of SOPs and a lot of online learning, or is it something that organically they will understand how to use?
It's extremely simple and they should be able to understand it organically.
And just from a data perspective, does it have to be integrations? Because we have regular Excel reports that we're getting right now, so those I can readily scrub and share. But integrations is probably going to take a little bit longer because our IT teams are pretty backlogged in building those.
Yeah, definitely. We have several options for upload depending on what's easier for you. So if you've got the Excel files, we can absolutely do a manual upload through our website. It's secure and we can get the data that way. And in the meantime, we can work on setting up an SFTP connection or an integration with your HRIS via API.
And just from a change management standpoint, do you guys offer any assets that will help me roll this out across the organization or with the HR team, or is that part of the training conversation?
We will help you do that as part of the implementation. Basically, we have kind of 4 sections. Prior to data configuration, that's right now, we're doing our initial onboarding session. After today, what we'll want to do is get your source data uploaded. You'll see those are the sections that say client. You'll have to work on that a little bit on your end, get that data for us. Like I mentioned, we can help if you need help. And then we also have a very short intake form that just has a few questions about standard dashboard setups.
Let me pull up the intake form for you here for a moment. They weren't kidding when they said it was going to be a short intake form.
So that we can set your dashboards up properly from the get-go. And then what we'll do, we'll take that data back, we'll review it, make sure it has everything we need. And then once we're good with that, we will start the clock for the 5 days. We'll set up those dashboards and we'll set up a call with you to review those initial dashboards.
And from your perspective, how much time, just rough estimate, do I need to dedicate to this entire effort from beginning to the end? And where do you foresee are some of the heavier lifts on my side?
Yeah, definitely. Some of the heavier lift is typically in pulling that data initially. So that might take a little bit of time just to get this report set up in your HRIS if it's not there already. And then the review of the dashboard. So you will have to go in and take a look around, of course. It's a lot of fun, but you might want to spend some time kind of digging around, making sure that it has everything you need while we're going through the onboarding process. I think in total, we're asking for about 3 hours.
You heard that, right? 3 hours of effort on my end to end, to get the first round of dashboards configured. Let's take a look at the end of this series and let's see if they hold up to that in the bargain or not.
All right, so just to recap, Lydia, our next steps, the next step would be on you to pull us some data. Like I mentioned, I will send an email with upload instructions as well as an account for you to activate so you're able to do that. And I'll include templates for what we expect for HR data. Once we do that, we'll get the dashboards going, we'll set those up, and then we'll reach out to you to get the testing, validation, and training going through our weekly check-ins.
Okay, and just so that you can see behind the scenes and make sure that this is truly a simulated onboarding experience and not a scripted one, let me show you all the data files that I sent over to these guys. It's about 18 months worth of simulated data. Every file has about 1,200-ish lines worth of cells in there. And on top of that, I have also shared with them the termination files as well as the employee data change files that happen during the duration of the entire data upload. So all of this is legit. These guys have never seen this data set before. It is my personal demo data set. Stay tuned for our next episode and let's see how they do. And let's see if they truly held up to that 5-day turnaround time and if the stuff we got back was actually quality people analytics content.